Hello boys and girls, I'm Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet, and recently a splicer, a patron of mine, told me in a call we were having with my highest tier patrons, Jafar the Jam Jar was the patron, so big shout out, you mad cubing lad. He told me of a friend of his who went to a Legacy F&M, didn't realise it was Legacy, couldn't play, so Jafar reached into his bag and handed him a deck to borrow, the deck being Modern Bogles. He explained that his friend then went like 4-0 or 5-0 or 5-1, or it was some good score, considering he's playing what's not considered to be a top tier modern deck in a legacy event. So I thought, if they can do that, I can do that, because I'm a shiny fucking golden god. So today we're playing Modern Bogles. The deck list is on screen now. It is quite literally a 5-0 Modern Bogles list that I grabbed off of Goldfish. There is 5 card changes total. One of those was that Galactic didn't come through in the order, and I couldn't be, this sounds lazy, I couldn't be bothered to reorder, so I just swapped the Galactic for the first thing I could see in my fold-on Modo, and that was a Thalia. So that Thalia is not really the best card to play in the sideboards of a Boggles deck, but yeah, I was feeling pretty lazy when I filmed this. The second change is that I've just changed the 4 Temple Gardens for Savannas. Now, that does increase the price of the deck by several $100s because Savannas are expensive, but what I found was that in function, I didn't need the Savannas. I hardly ever found myself racing in a way that 2 damage from a shock land would kill me, or I was fetching basics against Wasteland decks. This is through and through Modern Bogles, barring the Shock, Temple Garden, Forest, Plains lands being switched for the Savannas. That's the only switch. I hope that worked in post. That's the only switch that I've made in the entire thing. So thank you, Jafar, for the inspiration for this video. Will I fumble my way through to a 0-1, or will we just randomly stomp people because they're not expecting Boggles? Well, there's only one way to find out. Before we get started, don't forget this video is brought to you by these people here. These are my patrons, or at least these are the highest tier of my patrons. These are the people that get to submit decks for me to play, hang out on calls, get involved in the pub quiz. They're the largest contributors. Everyone who supports me on Patreon, I cannot thank you enough for supporting me in making this content and to keep making this content. If you like the videos I make, click the link in the description below. For just $2 a month, you can also support me on Patreon and get onto the Discord server and get access to the Minecraft server about to set up as well. Yeah, I did say Minecraft. Of course, this video is also brought to you by channelfireball.com. It's your main source for Magic strategy, deck guides, deck lists, gameplay, and of course they've got a store with a magical selection of singles and magical Magic product. But before we begin, what is a Boggle? Well, here's a quick background. Boggles, also known as Bogles, is one of those magic cards that people like to correct you on the pronunciation of to sound smarter, and sometimes they'll get it wrong themselves, and ultimately it doesn't fucking matter because it's a fictitious piece of fucking fiction, you fuck! Boggles, or Bogles, is actually based on European folklore. The first written or recorded example of this fiction can be seen here in Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. This is Kirby. He is the most powerful Boggle going. He's forgotten the natural protections that a Boggle has by being slippery to be cuddly, cute, and able to eat whatever the fuck he wants without putting any weight on. Originally, during the design of Eventide, the Boggle was designed to allow people to get into feet, or for those people who are already into feet. It actually came in second place in my list video of top 5 cards for people that are into feet. First place, of course, went to Crush Underfoot from Lorwyn. That whole period was very footy. Modern Bogles looks to take a slippery Boggle or an honorary Boggle like a Glade Cover Scout and then stick a load of pants on it. In this case it'll be things like Hyena Umbra, which is sort of like novelty hyena pyjamas, or Spider Umbra, which is like novelty spider pyjamas. Spider-Man pyjamas? They're just pants. Once you've got enough pants on your Boggle, you want to put a hat on it, so you stick a Daybreak Coronet on, and then you just attack your opponent over and over until they're dead. That's kind of it, really. No, seriously, that's it. What are you waiting for? There's nothing more to it. Pants, pants kill you. That's the motto of any Boggles player. Let's play some fucking Legacy. Hi! I won the die roll, making me a champion. This hand... Okay, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it because I like keeping bad hands that Once Upon a Time lures me into and then flailing and failing. Let's find the land of the Once Upon a Time and then win this game. Never didn't have it. Wooded Foothills. Here we go. In comes a boggly boy, Kirby himself. We probably should have got the green sauce just so we can load up on a spider pants and stuff. But it turns out that didn't matter because they were Goblin Lackey. Okay, sure. We're going to go on the defense for a moment because, yeah, if that Goblin connects, we could be in a lot of trouble. I do fucking love Goblins. It's such a Goblin Power Driver. That's got protection from blue. I cannot block that with my Boglin Boy. Fuck. Can block with the Glade Covered Scout, though. So let's play a Glade Cover Scout. Pass the turn back. One more land for Daybreak Coronet will make this Slippery Boggle into an absolute machine. Mog War Marshal makes their army a bit wider, meaning this will attack for quite a bit next turn. I'm happy to take the damage so we can play a Core Spirit Walker this turn, and then this Belly Dancer can draw some cards next turn when we start slamming enchantments onto our creatures. This Pile Driver is going to be a big old boy. Gem Palm Incinerator on our Spirit Dancer. Okay, that's the thing. The Tarfires and the Incinerators that the Goblin deck plays doesn't really have any targets barring the core Spirit Dancer. Oof. We may never get to play that Coronet ever again. Interesting. Unless we draw another land. Oh yeah. I'm just going to start Daybreaking them. I can play a Spirit Dancer next turn. The thing with a mono red deck like Goblins is that it doesn't find it easy to blow up enchantments. I guess Ratchet Bombs or Engineered Explosives might be a thing in the sideboard. War Chief from them, but no attacks. Looks like this big old life-linking 6/6 is a problem for them. They tap our Savannah, we've drawn... Oh my goodness. It's better to be lucky than good. Better to be lucky than good. That's what my estranged uncle always used to say before being thrown out of the restaurant. Wait, it doesn't have flying? Or trample? Shit. I thought it had flying. I just realised none of these give flying or protection. Wasteland plus port. Woof. Okay. They port me again, and I draw a Hyena Umber. Umbra. Oh yes. This deck's great. You just draw enchantments, you put them on a thing, you attack. Yeah. They can even block with Mog Fanatic here and ping my face so I don't gain 11. That's nice. Nice. They did it. They saw the line. Goblin Ringer is going to draw them some cards. Finds them a Matron and a Mog War Marshal. I guess we could do like a Kiki Siege Gang, like, pile of nonsense. That's what we could happen to us. They have one card in hand and it's Matron. Oh, they're just going to play it for the 1 mana because they're getting double cost reduction from the War Chief. Going to chain Matrons? Okay. This Richard and Port's definitely keeping them alive. They'll have to go and get something that's a way to deal with the Spirit Dancer. I guess with the Matron next turn, they'll get a Siege Gang Commander, I would imagine. They block with a Marshal. We go to 41. They've still got a hell of a lot of blockers. Matron finding Kiki or Siege Gang, I would assume. They got a Ringleader instead. Maybe they aren't playing Kiki or Siege Gang. Maybe they're a lot lower to the ground. Oh, there's a Siege Gang Commander. Straight into their hand alongside a Sparksmith and a Goblin Matron. That Siege Gang Commander is going to do a lot of damage over time. The Sparksmith can also kill my core Spirit Dancer quite easily, but does a huge amount of damage to them as well. It actually could do 12 damage to them if they Sparksmith my Spirit Dancer. Okay, they found a Gem Palm Incinerator off of that to kill my core Spirit Dancer. That makes sense. We found a Path to Exile, which is actually pretty good. We can even get rid of this Goblin Power Driver to like minimise the amount of damage we're going to take. Or the Siege Gang Commander. Gonna make my Glade Cover Scout a bit bigger and attack with a Boggle. We go to 53. They're on 14. They're halfway through their library. Pashalik Mons. Well, that's definitely a way to kill me. Siege Gang Commander. I guess I'm gonna have to kill that Pashalik Mons now. But that said, it's only 1 damage per Gobbo. Oh, do I path the Pashalik Mons or the Siege Gang? They're both a problem because they give them blockers every single turn, but then don't give us life back. I guess I'm going to have to kill the Siege Gang because it does more damage to my face. We just need to draw something that gives flying, trample, or protection from creatures. That's all we need. That's all we need. Is that so much to ask? Sparksmith, Jesus. Okay. It's a very wide board. Let's zoom in a little bit there. Oh, and the Aether. Sure. We drew a Rancor, so I think they're now dead. Or at least, well, they can block with a lot of stuff, and we first strike it down, and then we get shot, and... Yeah, no, they're not going to try it. They're dead. Our opening hand looks great, apart from the fact it doesn't have a Boggle. But can Once Upon a Time find us a Boggle? I'm going to keep it. I mean, it found us the land when we kept the no-lander, right? We've got to draw Anna Once Upon a Time, so maybe we'll be all good. Okay, that's not a Boggle. None of those things are boggles either. Okay, let's just go ahead and play a Savannah. And then we're going to name Gem Palm Incinerator with this so that our core Spirit Dancer doesn't die. They could still have Tar Fires and such, but bringing them in out of the board, especially against our deck, seems bad. So I just want to stick my core Spirit Dancer, which is like a bad boggle, and have it survive and keep going. Cavern of Souls naming Goblin. Predictable. Mog Fanatic. Please not 2 Mog Fanatics, that'd be awful. Well, that shouldn't be in here post-board, but whatever. Okay, we're going to play this out here, and we just got to hope to God there's not a second Mog Fanatic somewhere in our future. Or any other 1-damage pinger which has haste. I mean, Sharpshooter won't have haste, but if they play like a War Chief into a Sharpshooter or something somehow. Cavern of Souls naming Goblin. How predictable. They attack with a Mog Fanatic here, and it's completely wrong to block because then they'll be able to ping it off after combat. Pashalic Mons. Well, it does 1 damage to any target, and that includes our core Spirit Dancer. So our Leyline of Sanctity is going to be good against blocking the face, but yeah, that fucking sucks. Okay, no creatures. Kinda clunky. I guess I should have named Mog Fanatic with the Pithing Needle. It's probably more likely to have killed it. Razorverge Thicket comes into play tapped. Can't even cast our Leyline of Sanctity. Fuck me! Okay, this is going badly, but I did keep a no creature hand in Boggles, so some might say I deserve this. Some might say I just deserve this for playing Boggles. Oh boy, that's some damage. That's 9 damage. We need to draw a Boggle this turn or we are fucked. Oh boy, we might just be fucked. Go to 5. Siege Gang Commander. Oh boy, this is a Boggle now. I'll be very upset because the Siege Gang has made that the Boggle doesn't matter. Well, we can play a Dryad Arbor and have it die. Because they can shoot our face to bits. Whoopsie. Well, we have a Scout and an Armor and a Daybreak Coronet and a... Yeah, this seems great. Wasteland could be a problem, honestly. As could Richtemport. Okay. Skirk Prospector. It's like Birds of Paradise, but it dies. Another Boggly boy. Kirby not wearing any shoes. Good, good. It's a 5-5 on turn 2. Absolutely busted in half. Legacy cannot deal with it. No Richtemport, no Wasteland. That's good. They sack us Prospector to make a War Chief. And they get in. They get in. Okay. We go to 18. We stick on a Daybreak Coronet, which is basically the biggest pair of pants going. It's more of a hat. Or maybe it's hats on head. Or maybe it's pants on your head. Get in with this rather dapper looking Glade Cover Scout that also has Vigilance, Lifelink, First Strike, and Hexproof. Yeah. We're on 28, they're on 5. Wonder what the next turn will be. They can make blockers for a while, but we have Spirit Mantle next turn, so it's not going to matter as long as we can tap for 2 mana. What they need is a Goblin Assassin. That could work. Ringleader. Ringleader finds them a Matron, a War Marshal, a Lackey, and a Richardon Port. With the good art. Just going to put a Spirit Mantle on this. They might scoop to that. No, they didn't scoop to that. Let's put this on there as well then. Yeah, this Glade Cover Scout is getting fucking swole. It's going to be a 16-16. Life-linking, First Strike, protection from creatures, vigilant, hexproof, goes to the shops, doesn't come back for 15 years. It's everything. It's everything you've ever wanted and not wanted at the same time. Well, chat and commenters below, it finally happened. We did not win the die roll. However, we get started with Leyline of Sanctity in play and 2 Boggles. If we draw 1 enchantment, these Daybreak Coronets get pretty good. We can't get Thought Seized, and we've got a Lineage Storm and Burn. And, yeah. Let's get Hexproof. Let's slip into our own Boggle outfit. Surprise! I'm a Boggle! If they scoop now, that'd be so good. Because Tendrils is like their only win con. Don't be reanimated, don't be reanimated, don't be reanimated, don't be reanimated, don't... Oh no, it's gonna be reanimator. Fuck, 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 don't do it. Don't you fucking dare. You just take that back. No, fuck! Is it Dredge? Like Mana Dredge? No, they don't play Badlands. Do they play Badlands? I think they do play Badlands. All the states of emotion. I don't want to be reanimated. This can be like Bridge Vine of some description. This can be the Hogaak deck. Just not reanimated, please. It's the Hogaak deck. Anger and Order Dementia in the bin. Cool, 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 cool. We can't die to the Alter Combo, but we can die to a lot of Zombos. Rancor, eh? Sure. let's play a Boglin, because the Boglin is mildly sexier than the Glade Cover Scout. I guess functionally they're worse, because, as we saw earlier, protection from blue matters in a Goblin matchup, so perhaps Glade Cover Scout is just better than Boggle. But look at Boggle. Look at how adorable that is. 2 grave crawlers into the graveyard. No second land. That's interesting. Rancor onto the Boggle. High number as well. Maybe Glade Cover Scout's better against Edicts, but I just want to slap them for as much damage as I can with a Boggle wearing an outfit like a hyena. I like to imagine that the Boggle is the first level of evolution in Pokemon, and then by the 3rd evolution it looks like this like swole, I don't know what that is. Wood Golem? Faithless Looting number 3? I hope they aren't randomly playing Innocent Blood. I haven't seen an Innocent Blood cast in Legacy for a very, very long time. No one plays Pox anymore. So yeah, hopefully there's no Innocent Bloods coming. I was about to say, what is this fucking up haste? It's because there's an Anger in the graveyard. But the wrong art. It's got like the cool Koth Elemental, as opposed to the little Angry Baby. Because Angry Baby Anger is best Anger, let's be real. Plier, that's a blocker. Sure. We can replay both Gravecrawlers next turn or the Bloodghast as well. We have quite a few attackers. Okay, 7/5, First Striking, Life Thinking, Trampling, Vigilant, Hexproof, Kirby. Who's your main in Smash? Mine's the First Striking, Life Linking, Trampling, Vigilant, Hexproof, Kirby. So next turn they can survive by blocking with a Stitcher Supply to only take 6. But little do they know I'm going to stick another Daybreak Coin out on the Slippery Bogle and make it bigger than that. Bigger than this. Bigger than all of us. It's like global warming. More people should care. They've played a lot of Dimension and things have started happening. I got distracted by Twitter. So they're, I guess, trying to make lethal amounts of threats this turn. I guess if they hit a Hogaak, they could make, like, 40 power. All with haste, thanks. Oh, fuck. They play Hogaak anyway. Oh, they entombed another bridge. That's not a Hogaak. I'm okay with that. They alter dimension the Stitches apply targeting themselves, I would assume, because they can't target us. Oh, and they hit a Hogaak. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. They may well just combo kill us with enough power to kill us. And if they don't, they might have enough to just block us as well. So that's a Gack. That's a Gack. They're going to Gack themselves. Make 2 more Zombos. Find more Gacks. They're going to cast another Gack. Guess they've got to tap a lot of creatures to keep playing their Gacks. So they can't necessarily make enough power, I think. 20 cards left in library. Gack themselves again. Resummon another Gack. Okay. 12 cards left in library. 12 power in. They're going to sack some Zombos to mill themselves some more. Okay, if they Gack themselves now, if they Gack themselves to the face, they'll have no cards left in library. What they can do is recast the Gacks to make more Zombos, but it involves... They get 1 Zombo per Gack, basically, because they can tap the old Gack and the Zombo, and then keep the new Gack, and the old Gack gets sacrificed to the Legend Rule, and then each Gack makes a Zombo. But weirdly, they only have 2 Bridge from Below in their graveyard, which is very weird. So do they have, like, 2 more bridges in the next 8? Oh, there's 3 bridges in the graveyard. Oh boy, that's a lot of Zombos. So I think we're going to die if they see the line of recasting the Gacks. Still only 3 bridges in the graveyard. But I think I'm dead if they play it. That's another Gack. 3 more Zombos. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 26, 28 damage on board. And I can block like 7 of it and gain 7. So I've got a virtual 14 life buffer. So they Gack again, netting themselves 6 more power. Ugh. It's a near infinite loop if they have enough graveyard. And they have enough graveyard. They have 25 cards left in their yard. But I haven't done the maths, because maths, well, maths is for losers. Okay, they're still going. They're still going. Okay, they attack me. 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So they attack for 18 times 2 equals 36 damage. If I block the Hogaak, I take another 1. But then I minus 7, and I die. That's frustrating. The other option is they just don't attack with everything, and would still be okay. Wait, what? Why did the Hogaak die? Oh, they sacked it. Clever. Clever. Our opening hand has Force of Vigor, Spirit Dancer, and Spirit Mantle, and a Quasali Pride Mage. I guess this is good against the Altar. It's not so good against them just making a shit ton of Zombos. The great thing with Quasali Pride Mage is that we can sack it to destroy one of our own enchantments and then pop their bridges. So it's not terrible. Stitch Supply from them. And they milled 2 Wear Tears. Looks like they're scared of both Leyline and Rip, I guess. Oh. And the Destroy Target enchantment does hit, like, the majority of our deck. They cast a Gravecrawler. And they entomb for perhaps a Cabal Therapy? Or just a Hogaak? They got an Anger to give things haste. Seems legit. And they've got a Hogaak in hand? Oh boy! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That is one big lad coming on in. Oh dear. Just take 8 then, I guess. Think we need some lifelink. And we need it like last turn? These double Forcer figures are pretty clunky. Okay, we got a 3-5 and a 1-1. We're going to get hit so hard. That's an Altar of Dementia. Okay. Okay. Guess we Force of Vigor it now. That at least gets to slow them down. They did mill themselves, so they can replay the Gak now. I guess we're getting twatted for 8 here. We need to draw Daybreak Coronet. That's easily our best draw. However, like, just multiple enchantments in a row to, like, make a big old blocker is also fine. Oh, that was the noise of my bumhole untightening. That was fucking solid. I guess that's probably our best draw. Yeah. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Vigilant, first striking, lifelinking from protection from creatures. Oh, it gets exalted too. I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. Okay, that sorts the life totals out. 3 cards in hand, Faithless Looting in the graveyard. Hogaak and Stitcher Supplier and Gravecrawler in play. Do your worst, my friend. Do your worst. Flashback looting. Putting a Bloodghast in the graveyard. We draw Windswept Heath, which can be a Dryad Arbor, so it's not terrible. We also have a Kusali Primate on board to stop the Altar from being a kill. You cannot block this as protection from creatures. We're going to take them to 1 now, making all their fetch lands just basically bring back Bloodghast, and that's it. They have to kill us next turn, or we've got this. Okay. They've played an Altar, and they've sacked a Hogaak. I guess we're going to block that Altar now. There's no way we let that keep going. They sacked their Stitcher Supplier. I don't know what to try and hit here. And the Altar Dimension goes. We could have allowed the Altar Mill to happen, perhaps, and then blow up the Altar on the next response, because then we would have killed any bridges from below that they hit. But, I mean, giving them a sack outlet in general is just bad. And we got there. Whew, that was some 5p territory. Okay, we've got Needle for the Altar. Slimness Sanctity to help against discard. We just need 1 enchantment. I guess this is fine. Let's give this a shot. Wear Tear can destroy the Needle, I guess, but hopefully use it on the Leyline first. Stitcher Supplier, okay. Double looting to the graveyard. Not bad. We slam a Scout, we drew Force of Vigor, so we're protected against an Altar if they start to go wild. If somehow they get some bridges into the bin this turn, plus an Altar, it's very, very unlikely. Simply playing a Bloodghast. How pedestrian. We play a Scout. We play a Needle. This means our Force of Vigor is not up, but I think this is better in terms of getting some bodies on the board that we can attack with. I didn't attack for 1 in case they blocked, then I remember that Bloodghast can't block. If they survive on 1 life, I'm going to be really fucking livid. Land into looting. Double bridge from below. Oh boy, okay. I'm tempted to block a Stitcher Supply with a Glade Cover Scout to kill both those bridges if they do attack. We drew another Heath, which gets us a Dryad Arbor, I guess. I'm going to get in for 1. No blocks, so they want to keep their bridges. They untap. Now I'm kind of scared. Okay. They're attacking. I guess I block here. Get the Stitcher off the board. They can't replay Grave Claws out of the bin if Stitcher is dead. It kills the bridges. It just feels good. They get 2 2/2s out of it, so it's an upgrade for them, but I mean, it's better than them having bridges from below in the graveyard. They discarded another bridge from below and a grave crawler. Fuck. We drew a Spider Umbra, which is pretty damn good here. We put some pants on, we put a hat on, and we start changing the life totals a little bit. They have 1 turn of our mana being down. If they don't play an altar this turn, we're happy, and then we can horse the altar later down the line. Oh, we still got Pithing Needle. What the fuck am I talking about? They play a land after combat. They play a Grave Crawler from hand, and they pass the turn. We drew a Spirit Mantle. They can't block this anymore. That ends the game pretty quickly. They go to 7. We go to 26. They will need to have Altar, Wear Tear, and a Hogaak somewhere in the general vicinity for them to go wild that they did in game 1. There's also no Anger in the graveyard. There's a lot of moving pieces here they need to assemble. And they didn't. Fuck yes. We won the die roll, let's get that bread! Here we go, Glade Cover Scout. What's the chances of them having mainboard edicts and or killing us before we get them? Quite high, I guess, if they're a combo deck, but any non-combo deck and we're off to the fucking races. Go, 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 Glade Cover Scout, I choose you! Windswept Heath, Forest, Green Suns for 0. This could be Elves, but it's more likely Maverick, right? No one plays Elves anymore. Wizards tried their hardest to make Elves unplayable. Let's give this a Griff's Boon. Let's give this a Rancor. Let's hit them for 4. I am a poet, and maybe I didn't know it. Maybe that was on purpose. I don't know. Do you? Green Sun Zenith for 2. To get an Argothian Enchantress. This is Enchantress. Interesting. The matchup where Ancestral Mask would have been good. Let's Daybreak Coronet, our Glade Cover Scout. Let's make another Glade Cover Scout, and let's attack them for 7. That puts them to 8. We might be able to kill them next turn if we can just stick another enchantment on this Glade Cover Scout. Nothing from them? Interesting. Maybe they have instant speed tricks. I don't know what instant speed tricks Enchantress could possibly have. We're going to stick Rancor on the other Glade Cover Scout. I couldn't really think of what could be the... Oh, they're dead. Okay, cool. Modern Bogles! We have 1,000,001 like artifact and enchantment destruction spells on our sideboard for some reason, like double Force of Vigor, Seal of Primordium, and double Quasali Pride Mage. So yeah, that's nice. This hand has a Boggle, and a Once Upon a Time, and a Quasali Pride Mage, and a Dryad Arbor, and a Hyena Umbra, and 2 lands. I'm just literally just listing out the spells now. But what I was getting at is it looks good. I'm going to cast Once Upon a Time without paying its mana cost. Oh yeah, let's get Garruk Teague. That means their Green Sun Zeniths don't fucking work. Yeah, boy! That was me trying to sound all hip and cool. I'm going to put the Horizon Canopy into my Glade Covered Scout because I want to be able to crack these earlier. Last game we noticed that we had one stuck in hand. Even though our opponents were dead, I hadn't quite sequenced optimally. Considering how much life this deck can gain, we can offset the taking 1. Let's go Heath. Get a Savannah. Play a Garruk Teague. And attack for 1. Garruk Teague here turns off their Green Sun Zeniths primarily, so they can't Green Suns into Rex Sages or whatever sideboard hate they might have in the sideboard. But it also means that they can't cast 4 mana random enchantments that I can't really think of right now. That's an Elephant Grass. That's kind of like a prison, a ghostly prison or propaganda. I can blow up a Pride Mage though. We just blow it up now to get it out of the way and attack with both our 1/1 and our 2/2. Ceres Sanctum, but no enchantments in play, seems pretty good. For us, I mean, it seems absolutely fucking terrible for them. We slap some pants on our Glade Cover Scout and get in for 5. Utopia Sprawl draws them a card and nets them a mana. They think long and hard about what colour to choose. They end up choosing green. Surprise, surprise, as Scylla Black would have said. Oblivion Ring. Interesting. Do they get my Garruk Teague or do they get the Spirit Mantle? The Spirit Mantle. Interesting. They want to stem the bleeding as opposed to being able to cast Green Sun Zeniths, I guess. We're going to cast multiple Hyena Umbras here. Hyena Pajamas. And attack with a 4/4. No. A 5/5. We swing with a 4/4 that becomes a 5/5. He basically gets Roid Rage. In doing that, by the way, we missed a point of damage. Because Galactique's a 2/2. That was kind of dumb. But I guess this way we can block or go through the Enchantress so that she somehow becomes a 1/2 and swings at 11 life. Don't fucking judge me. Magic is hard. Rest in Peace draws them 2 cards off of their Oguthian Enchantresses. Enchantress. Enchantro? It's definitely Enchantresses, right? That sounds way more likely than Enchantress. They cast another Sprawl, draw a card, play a Dryad Arbor, and pass to us. We can now blow up the Oblivion Ring, get back the Spirit Mantle, and swing with a lethal threat that they cannot block. I'm gonna crack this Horizon Canopy. We drew a Boggle, which is kind of unexciting. We crack another Horizon Canopy. We draw a Windswept Heath, which is equally as unexciting. We maximise damage by attacking with this Glade Cover Scout, getting the Exalted. With the Exalted on the stack, we're going to blow up that Oblivion Ring. We put the Spirit Mantle onto the Glade Cover Scout, make the Glade Cover Scout into a 6/6 with the Oblivion Ring gone, Spirit Mantle lands onto our Glade Cover Scout, making it a 6/6 first striking protection from creatures and reach, and they can't block, and they're dead. GG Bog E. Oh, they revealed a hand. That's nice. That shows that they actually, well, Living Wish and Solitary Confinement were playable through the Galactique. Looks like we dodged a bullet with the Solitary Confinement, but I guess we still had the Qasali Pride Mage on board, didn't we? Got him. To make my uncle proud, we continue to win the die roll. Our opponent has got like a scrambled orangutan. This is cool. I like it. Our opening hand has no... It has no Boggle. It has a Dryad Arbor. Am I feeling that frisky today? I probably shouldn't be. Okay, let's risk it for the biscuit. I mean, this is a video after all. I know going 5-0 would be pretty good, but a Dryad Arbor, like, wearing several pairs of spider panties is kind of hot. That's a sentence I will never say out loud again. Our opponent's called Garbage Aggro, so let's hope they are, like, not a deck with bolts in it. Oh my god, they've got bolts, haven't they? No. Oh, okay, Goblin Welder, that's okay. We can path that and everything. So I guess I get a Savannah, and we just path the Welder in their upkeep? Or do I take a turn to put... No. We kill the Welder. It's simple. We kill the Welder. I don't even know what the Goblin Welder decks are in Legacy these days. I know the Painter Servant combo uses them a little bit, so maybe I should have kept it for that. Yeah, Painter Servant actually... Yeah, maybe I... Well, this feels like it might be a Chalice deck. So if they play a Chalice on 1, we are in a bad spot. Please don't play a Chalice on 1. That might be quite literally our Legacy Kryptonite, and it's much more common a card in Legacy than it is. Astrolabe. That's not a Chalice. Haha. Yeah. I'm cool with that. Core Spirit Dancer, eh? Well, I guess I cast that now, and then next turn we can live the high life. I guess this Umbra is just keeping my Dryad Arbor alive. It's pretty bad, let's be real. I should never have kept that hand. Goblin Welder, okay. Emery, okay. Red Elemental Blast and Pyroblast. This is 100% Painter Servant combo. Okay, no artifacts in the graveyard means that Goblin Welder's not going to do anything next turn. We get to untap with the Spirit Dancer, which is pretty big news. And we drew a land. Interesting. We're going to cast Rancor on our Spirit Dancer first, because Rancor will survive if they're randomly holding Bolt for this. Which they definitely shouldn't be doing. Let's put a Hyena pair of trousers on them as well. And let's draw some more cards. I like drawing cards. Cards are good. That is a 9/9. That's going to be a lethal threat next turn with the Ethereal Armor, I think. So let's hope they don't just randomly combo kill us with Painter Servant and Grindstone. Okay, no blocks from them, evidently. And obviously, really, if you think about it, why would you block? Both of those cards are probably a lot better being alive. That's an Ensnaring Bridge. I don't have a main board answer for that. Do I? No, I don't think I do. Okay. Yeah. That's a problem. The main board Ensnaring Bridge decks are going to be a problem. Okay. I guess we can just get in with a 3/3 for the rest of time. But eventually they'll empty their hand and then we'll be up shit creek, as they call it. Take them to 7. Ensnaring Bridge is lame. They should ban it, he says. Being completely serious, of course. I'm not joking at all. Oh, okay. That's a painter servant. Guess everything's going to be blue now. Yeah, everything's blue. That means they can, like, red elemental blast my Dryad Arbor to fog it for a turn. That looks really cool as a green-blue enchantment. The colour scheme and the frame looks awesome. Draw some cards. Ethereal Armour going on the Spirit Dancer. They went to Elemental Blast it, but we already have an Umbra on there, so that doesn't... Griff's Boon on the Spirit Dancer as well to draw a card. We found a Glade Cover Scout, which is pretty good. Wish I hadn't Griff's Booned that now, because that attacking's pretty good. Okay, then. Attack for 3! They 100% should have blasted before combat, because then they wouldn't be able to attack. They had 2 cards in hand. They're going to destroy the Spirit Mantle, and then they're going to, like, double block, I guess? Or just block once? Okay, we killed the Emery, and our Dryad Arbor survives. I'm alright for this. I am here for this, as the kids would say. Let's make some drawing and some Umbras, and then let's go green and make a Glade Cover Scouts. This person's making me earn my win. I don't like it. If this is a Grindstone, we're just dead. Oh, Goblin Engineer putting Grindstone in the graveyard. Okay. Yeah, they kill us next turn. Unless we can kill them. Sundering Titan? Jesus Christ. They're just gonna Sundering Titan my lands away. But they're gonna have to lose Volks to do. Oh, only 1 Volk. Well, we can't attack through that Sundering Titan, and they're gonna Grindstone us. So, I think we're just dead. You never know, they might click on themselves. No, it appears they did click on us. So yeah, we're dead. Right. This hand has a Path and a Thalia, so I guess we give that a shot, right? Like, we can Path something and play a Thalia. Maybe Thalia is bad on the board here. Fun fact, the only reason there's a Thalia on the board is I put the deck together, ran it from Mana Traders, and for some reason they gave me 1 Galactique. And I couldn't be... just because I'm very lazy. I couldn't be bothered to get the other Galactique. So I just pulled the first thing I saw out of my collection into the sideboard slot, which is a Thalia. Good against Storm. Terrible against everything else. In this deck, I mean, like, Daybreak Coronet costs more mana. I probably should not have kept it. Grindstone. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. We could be dead. Okay. Well, if we draw a Needle, we're good. Let's play a Thalia and hope it disrupts them in some way. I guess it's better than Galactique in this matchup, but that's not saying a whole lot, is it? We can also Path the Painter in response to the Grindstone activation. Goblin Engineer, put a Painter Servant in the graveyard. And we've got to hope they haven't got a Pyroblast. But with a Thalia, it'll actually cost them 1 extra 2 Pyroblasts, so maybe that's a good thing. So we have to keep up whoa, okay. Huh. Okay. I mean, they have to get a red mana to swap a Grindstone for a Painter Servant here. They have to then have 3 mana to activate Grindstone and be able to protect against our Path. I think we want to keep up Path and play the Dryad Arbor next turn, because the Needle costs 2 mana here. I'd rather have Path up. Yes, I am playing Boggles with a Thalia. Yes, it is kind of helping. No, I don't feel dirty. I feel vindicated. It's nice to play with Thalia. I haven't played with Thalia in a while. No red source from them. Huh. We drew the land. So I guess I'm going to Rancor here so that we can Daybreak Coronet the following turn. The other thing that might be happening is they're waiting to draw a Mox Opal or similar because they're going to lose that land when they play another land like that. Okay, they Grindstoned me for 2. There's now a Stony Silence in my graveyard, which would have been a great draw, I'm not going to lie. That cost them a land and 2 life to do that. That feels desperate. No attacks. They don't want to get in for 1. That's fair enough. Let's turn this clock up a little bit. They take 7 going to 5. These paths would be a lot better as plowshares, but I guess I am just playing modern cards with Savannas. Because if I path them, they get a red source, so that the Goblin Engineer will be online. Oh, they found the red source. Interesting. Unless they play a Mox Amber or a Mox Opal, which would both cost them mana. Actually, Mox Amber wouldn't work. Neither of these creatures are legendary, and one of them's colourless. I guess everything can become blue, but even the Mox Opal will cost them 1 off the Thalia, so Mox Opal won't get that. Nor Lotus Petal, because they need to go 1 red plus 3 to activate Grindstone. I guess they can churn a Grindstone into a Lotus Petal now? Oh, EE for 1. That will take off my enchantments, unfortunately. But also block their Grindstones. I guess They want to change a grindstone for the painter before doing that, but they die if they don't. Guess I'm just attacking. So they pop it here. They lose both the grindstones. Now, do they take... Ah! I fucked it up. If I played Needle before, they would have had to pop the grindstone with the Needle on the stack. And then I could have played the Rancor out of the bin back onto the Thalia and attacked for lethal. I've actually missed lethal here. That was silly. Let's turn off grindstone with the Needle for now. Now they're dead to both of our attackers next turn. If they play a threat, I can just kill them with the Path to Exile. And the Ancient Tomb doesn't do anything either. And Path the Engineer to ensure that we can get through here. Even a Bolt or a Brave. Well, a Brave they can't cast, but a Bolt won't get them there. And we win game 2. We have a hand with a Boggle, an enchantment or 2. Well, 1 actually. 2 Paths and a Seal of Primordium. I want to keep this. Our hand doesn't do anything through an engine explosives, but yeah. Astrolabe from our opponent. I wonder if Boggles would be better if we played Astrolabe and all that glitters. Goblin Welder, okay. I'm going to Needle that Welder now. Stopping them from recycling that Astrolabe into a Lotus Petal. Next turn we can play Boggle and keep up Path. Following turn, play Seal of Primordium. Well, they found a Goblin Engineer. Does the same thing the Welder does, but like slower? Spellskite, eh? Feels weird playing Boggles and trying to play interactively, like disrupting them. I think I need to exile the Engineer now before they make the Spellskite. They're going to counter my Boggle. Okay, well, that's fine. You can have another land and then we'll play a slower game. This way they have a Spellskite in play, and this way my second path actually matters in terms of targeting a Painter Servant, for example. Land an attack from them, then they pass back with 2 cards in hand. We find an Ethereal Armor. I'm going to play Once Upon a Time to try and find either a land or a Boglin. We find no Boglin. We do find a Windswept Heath, though, which I can then have path up from, or get a Dryad Arbor to stick a load of shit to. Fun fact, Ethereal Armor grows bigger thanks to Seal of Primordium. It's an enchantment. It doesn't care about auras, it cares about enchantments. That's a lot of mana, my friend. They attack us for 1. What if they play Khan in their deck and we get Lattice locked at some point? We grab Dryad Arbor. It's time to suit and boot. Do they have an Abrade or a Bolt here? Doesn't look like it. Glade Cover Scout. Interesting. Guess I'll play that in the Seal of Primordium. This gives us some insurance in case they just go untap, Painter Servant plus Grindstone, activate. Lion's Eye Diamond, okay. That seems pretty good with a Welder. No attacks, sure. Ethereal Armor on our Glade Cover Scout. Spirit Mantle on our Glade Cover Scouts! This is dangerous, I guess, because an EE for 1 destroys both our Needle, Ethereal Armor, our Scout. Maybe I should have spread them around, spread the love between the Dryad Arbor and the Glade Cover Scout. Mox Opal. Ensnaring Bridge, okay. I guess I'm just going to Seal a Primordium in the Ensnaring Bridge so we can kill them. Attack with my 8/8. We've got to pray for no Ensnaring Bridge and no EE. They're the 2 cards we don't want to see. Goblin Welder number 2, which isn't going to do much with this Needle in play. You can weld all you want, lads, but the Boglin's got there. Yeehaw! Fucking get on my horse. I don't know why I turned into a cowboy there, but we just cowboyed our way to victory. We have won the die roll. This hand has no Boggles. It's just bad, I guess. This hand has a land and a Boggle. So, yeah, we keep it. I'm going to bottom the interaction because interaction's for chumps. Go, my Boglin boy. It resolves, no force of will. Sweet. Wasteland. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, buddy. We drew the planes. Let's boon. Let's get in there. Any mana source is really good for us. Any white 1 mana enchantment's also really good for us. We have a lot of live top decks here. It's D&T? Sick. Okay, that's pretty much one of the worst draws possible. Daybreak Cornet is trash against D&T, because if I put it on this Boggle and then Flicker Wisp off the Griff Spoon, the Daybreak Cornet falls off and I feel very fucking silly. Thalia, okay, sure. Hyena Umbra, not terrible. But we can't cast it because of Thalia. Ooh, what? Mother of Runes, Giver of Runes. Probably better than Mother of Runes, which is funny because during spoiler season, no one fucking believed me. Bugler. What? The reason I don't think Bugler is very good in D&T is that it doesn't get Flicker Wisp. Oh, I guess that gets Charming Prince. What? I think I need to play this. Well, that's, again, literally the worst draw in our deck, right? We attack them for 2, taking them to 12, and we pass back. I lied. Is this a Sarah Avenger? Oh, it's a Tomic. Oh, no. That Wasteland has won them the game. Why is Wasteland so good? Why won't they print it into Modern? They decided to make a Charming Prince and Scry 2 as opposed to flickering the Bugler and finding another card for certain. Don't know if that seems right. They get in for 6, taking us to 11. We need to top deck some lands here. Stoneforge Mystic. Oh boy. Makes the Scry even weirder because they're just shuffling it away. No, we're dead. We're on the play. We've got a hand with multiple lands and a Glade Cover Scout, so we're going to keep it. What we really need to get is some First Strike, because otherwise this Glade Cover Scout's going to get blocked and die, and then we're going to feel real bad about life. Spider Umbra on the Glade Cover Scout, and then we get him for 4. I opted to get the Spider Umbra down so that our creature would survive a block before they Wasteland us or port us. The Charming Prince. Daybreak Coronet is our best possible top deck. Woohoo! Knock the top of the deck. That's all you can ask for. Okay, we're off to the races. This is actually really, really good for us. We got it on before they start porting us, so we should be able to just slap their tits off now. Council's Judgment! Oh, this is the worst thing that could have happened. This is quite literally the best card they could have had. There is no two ways about it. This is the one thing. This is the one thing we didn't want to happen. Oh, fuck. Okay, well, I guess we might draw another Boggle and we can rebuild our board state. Maybe that's what will happen. I guess we top deck like a god. And they top deck like a god, but their godlike card is the card that means we die. Okay, that's not a creature. We're now going to get ported and probably wastelanded too. And then, no, they're just going to Charming Prince number 2. Okay. Can we draw like a Boggle? A Boggle would be nice. One-time Boggle? Why didn't I play the Seal of Primordium last turn? I was too busy being bitter. Windswept Heath can get us a Dryad Arbor, so I guess that's some... The problem with Dryad Arbor is that Richard and Port can tap it. So yeah, that's not... Oh boy, that's going to be on 1, isn't it? That's going to be on 1. Yeah. Okay, we can draw a Core Spirit Dancer and we'll be alright. That's not a Core Spirit Dancer, but we can cast it, so that's definitely something. Did we find a Spirit Dancer? No, we found a Kasali Pride Mage. Well, if in doubt, take the cat, right? We're about to get ported, which means we cannot win. Stoneforge Mystic goes and gets them some sort of equipment, so I guess this is the end of the line. This is the end of the road. Oh, they're playing legit. Okay, well, at least we've got a Kasali Pride Mage in hand to do things. Kasali Pride Mage. And then we can't... Oh yeah, I forgot. We can't put any of these things on our cat, can we? Because of... Fuck. Well, I hope you enjoyed this foray into Legacy of the Modern deck, in this case, Modern Boglins. If you have a deck that you think would be fun to play almost verbatim with almost no card changes from Modern or Standard or something in Legacy, for example, then let me know in the comment section below. Let me know if there's a bit that you enjoyed, let me know if you think I misplayed in some way, and just let me know if you enjoyed this video content. Hitting the like button and commenting does huge amounts of help for me. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already and hit the bell icon for notifications. I've been Vince, also known as PleasantKenobi on the internet. Be good to one another. Ta-ta for now, and here's an advert for my new shirt.
From the man that brought you bees and got Stoneforge Mystic unbound in Modern, it's the new t-shirt from PleasantKenobi. Have you always longed to be as sexy, sensual and bearded as PleasantKenobi? Well, that's impossible, but you can buy one of his shirts and try to fake it, you dirty peasant.
Alright.
Has Oko got you down? Did he turn both of your parents into elk and leave you for dead in the woods?
Help me. He's coming.
Are you sick of the lack of alternatives to standard on MTG Arena? Do you wish Ren 6 was never printed?
Fuck you, Ren 6.
If you answered yes to any of these questions, then well done! You're a Magic player, so buy your PleasantKenobi shirt now. Crippling sense of anguish, self-doubt, existential terror. Stop being a bitch and buy a fucking shirt. Need something snazzy to wear whilst you hit on Linda from finance? How about you stop sexually harassing your co-workers for once and buy this fucking shirt? It's made from black polyester. Black poly cotton dioxide. It's made from fabric. It's made from black fabric and shows Vince being a lad. Lad! It even has hidden modes and alternative uses. It can cover your face if you're repulsive, which, let's face it, you probably are. If you've run out of toilet roll, you could even wipe your ass with it. But be sure to wash it before you wear it again, lest you smell like a shit goblin.
Not again.
So what are you waiting for? Pick up a t-shirt today and support your favourite beard in the Magic community. As stated by LSV.
PleasantKenobi has like a real slick beard. I think his beard looks very well maintained and looks really good.
Buy it now! No, but seriously, you only have a week or so to pick this up before it's gone. Buy, consume, feed him. Because he won't feed himself. YouTubing doesn't really have any transferable skills, so support your favourite beard and buy a shirt today.